Hi, Solo Therapy. This is Karen, and today we're going to talk about when I moved out of my house at 15 to go to Ireland. So, very, very niche experience. I am born in California, but moved to Japan when I was in 4th grade, all the way up to 10th grade. So, I don't know how to phrase this properly. I'm fully Japanese, proud to be Japanese. Love everything about that country. The culture, the resilience, the respect that people give to each other. When you finish a day of work, you appreciate the other person for also putting in the hard work. Like no other country appreciates each other's hard work more than Japan. And I think that's why it builds off of teamwork, leadership, and just respecting others and having that resilience of like, if I'm working hard, then the person next to me is also going to work hard. It's so beautiful. But when I was going to school there in middle school, was probably like one of my hardest times. Not as hard as Ireland though. People would just make fun of me from, raising my hand, being opinionated. Because in Japan, if someone is telling you something, you're fully gonna believe it. You're not like, why didn't you do this? Or what about this option? Or I heard that this is good. If you say that, they're gonna be like, where are you from? Like, whose side are you on? I didn't know that. I didn't know any of the social cues in Japan. When I would go to family functions, people would just call me gaijin, which is like a foreigner. It really like hurts my heart to even share that because it's not the best feeling when your home country doesn't make you feel like home, But anyways, once again, I'm proud and I'm taking the good parts with me. But in middle school, going up to high school, there was this program to go abroad. And my mom and I found one to go to Ireland. And I decided to go on a whim, like a year. The program was a year. So I was like, okay, I'll go for a year and come back. I did not come back. I'm 23 now, and I did not come back. I lived in 6 different host families in the span of a year and a half in Ireland. First family, extremely racist, told me to go back to China. I'm Japanese. I vividly remember me packing my bags, calling my host family like this exchange program like coordinator, being like, I can't live here anymore. I packed my bags and was sitting on the side of the road at this point, calling this HR person, let's say. She picks me up like hours later. It's like drizzling rain because Ireland is a rainy country. It's raining. I'm wet, but I don't care. I'd rather sit outside than sit in the house. It was that bad. We go to another family that was available. This family was super nice, but they made me live in the attic and they only fed me frozen food, which was, I don't want to use the term illegal, but it was definitely like out of the rules because these families go through training and there's this like specific form, rules that you have to follow stating that these kids that you're gonna, take care of need to have nutritious food. The same food as the family eats, by the way. Needs to have like a quiet room where they can rest and it's like our home, Did not have that. Had to move again. The next house, they made me be their maid. This is where I met my best friend, though, that I'm still best friends with. And hopefully she'll be in one of my videos because I'm seeing her very soon. We had to do chores around the house. Unless we did them, we were not allowed to leave physically the house. We would be late to class at times because we had to scrub like the bathroom floor. It was ridiculous. So ridiculous. And they were vegan. So we ate avocado and bean bowls every day. So I vividly remember this so well because that is what we had every single dinner. It's a grain rice bowl with spinach, avocado, and black beans. That's it. It's literally it. Yeah, it triggers me, honestly, thinking about that bowl. Move to another family. This family made me change into clothes like on every occasion. For example, I would come back from class, I had to change into my room clothes or else I wasn't allowed to eat dinner with them because my clothes were like dirty from going outside. If I was home during the weekend, I would still have to wear like jeans and a top. I don't know why, but these families made me do things like this. And finally, I landed into my final house where they were normal, but I just miss living in my own space because everyone grows up a certain way. Every family has their own routine. And you will realize the more you grow up that no one lives exactly like you. And if they did, that's honestly a little creepy. Because everyone has a nighttime routine, a morning time routine. Everyone is a night owl or a morning person. Everyone is different. And I'm such a firm believer. I actually saw a reel the other day being like, if you traveled, you're probably less judgmental than other people that haven't traveled as much. And I'm such a firm believer on that because after living in a different country, like a totally different country, I can proudly say that I am not fazed by anything. You can literally, like, I don't know, live the life that you live normally. I'll go to your apartment and I will be okay with things. So I've seen it all, I've lived it all. And then I lived in a dorm in the East Coast for the rest of the high school after that 1 year and a half. So and it was during COVID, so I was fully living by myself in one bedroom. So yeah, I have been living alone since I was 15. So that was kind of my short version. But some takeaways, I guess, are you have to be comfortable and ready to adjust anywhere you go to because everyone is going to be like, every single person in this world wants you to adjust to the other person. So you make your life way easier if you just adjust, not to their routine, but the acknowledgement that, oh, like, I'm okay that they're doing this. I'm okay that this is their routine. And it was tolerable because I was 15 at the time to have them tell me what to do. But at this age, I will not tolerate doing that. That's why you're minor when you're under 18 and you're not after you're 18. I think that's so important that people realize that when you're not a minor anymore, you can leave and go do things your way. Which also comes with responsibilities. But I definitely learned it in a very early age in a very hard way about resilience and responsibility that I would not change for the world. In the moment, it was definitely hard to wake up every day without a family member in that country. Even today, I live in America by myself with no family members. And it reinforces your brain to be wired. Hey, if I don't show up for myself today, no one's gonna show up. If I don't pay my bills today, no one's gonna pay my bills. So the best thing, if anyone is in their young 20s, I don't even know if that's the right term, but early 20s, if you have a thought that you wanna be on your own, you can figure it out. You can always figure it out. I would say one tip is to have a good support system, whether that be your friend or your family, or someone like me. If you would like to know more things about other people's experiences and how you can kind of incorporate that into your life, I would always watch people that were successful or that were living the life I want to live and take bits and pieces of their aspects. That is why I am the person I am today, and I really encourage everyone to take that as a skill if you learn anything from this video. And for my next video, I would love to talk about just more expanded versions of my life. So if you want to comment down below what questions what you want to know more, please let me know. Ciao.